Well, hello everyone, and how are you? So me and the father, we've been out chopping lots of wood. As you can see, I got the splitter and firewood, and we're all stoked up, getting there ready for summer. Summer mainly to get it dried for another lot, but then yeah, obviously to use in the cold parts. Anyway, but what I wanted to talk to you guys about was this guy I've been working with for quite a while. I didn't have to work with him for that long, actually, because I was really thorough and pedantic about finding all the really big science bits that people don't always go looking for. And basically he had cirrhosis of the liver, and he was overweight, sort of short and stocky, didn't really do any muscular exercise, just occasional walking. And so I gave him liver detoxes to have, the tablets, usually the more expensive one, the ethical nutrients, or Swiss was still really good. And he lost a ton of weight, and his body was actually quite healthy. His hormones were regulating, meaning some people can't handle being starved of the liver because because when you take a liver detox, it starves the liver of energy, and then you actually feel more hungrier. But that's usually a good sign, because that's usually a sign that your body, your liver is actually functioning quite well. Where he was sort of the opposite, that he would take a liver detox a couple of times, even a day, and he wouldn't feel any more hungrier. So his liver was actually just quite glonked up, and so other organs have to come in and compensate and try and do the work to filter things out throughout the body. But that's the short of it, getting him to do liver detox. His nutrition just went down to like all the basics, and I'll say them all again. It was just rice, and it was organic beans. Fruits was all like bananas and apples and pears and kiwis, things like that. The easy ones to have, just on the spot, ready to go. What else did he have? Fats, he had a lot of flaxseed and olive oil and egg. But you don't have just the egg whites by themselves. You know, you need the yolk for the fat in that. The two actually work better together. Otherwise, they become very acidic and dangerous on the gut, intestines. So he was having enough fats there. And then he was having lots of different types of protein. So he's turkey, lamb. He was having some tuna, salmon, and turkey. Yeah, that's it. And look, he got great results, and he would have more olive oil in a lot of his meals, and Atlantic sea salt all over, or Himalayan sea salt. He did very well. He felt very full. Sometimes I got him to do what even I do myself, which is just to make a big pots of massive amounts of soup and just cook them or steam them, whatever it is, so you've got them ready to go in big containers, because they will last. If you just make your fridge just a little bit colder, they will last 5-6 days. They'll be fine. And he got down to, he was about, what age is he? 50. He got down from 85 kilos to, he had a big gut, 85, 75, 65, 45. He got down to about 40 and really lean. So, because he was doing some weight training. So it can be done even when you're on your older age and you think it can't. It's just the body's changed shape for so long that people think it's not quite possible. But anything is, it's just having the right things to put in place. But the same thing again, if you're not having all your basics in place of liquids and food and all organic stuff, then the body's not going to recognise what it is and know what to do with it. And yeah, I mean, sure, if you've got something wrong with a vitamin or mineral deficiency, you might need a supplement. Well, what's the right supplement? And I say it again, you really need to get things that are of the highest price, or that are literally from a naturopath, because they can go, well, this might be great, but it might actually bugger up a couple of other things along the way. Problem is with naturopath stuff, or any vitamin that is highly concentrated, something that concentrated is not always, well, it actually isn't good for the gut and the intestines, because it has to handle, that's where all the breaking down happens. So if you're having them too much, then you've really got to try to replace with more foods and meals. So I remember when I used to work with people, and they would be having big problems with they're just feeling sluggish or run down, blah, blah, blah. So I go get lots of blood tests to see what's going on. But first, of course, I would look at their sleep patterns, how their sleep was going. Some people's sleep was off. Their stress levels, how much work. I mean, that's enough to drive anyone to go crazy, you know. So people smoke and drink and take pills, do all the stuff in between to help. But do all that, and if it helps and if it gets you through life, through work and all that stuff, great. But every now and then, go and get your blood work checked in a lot of areas, just to see how your body's handling it all, literally. So I do that for lots of people, and the amount of things that were out of whack was just incredible. It was like one guy I was dealing with that had type 2 diabetes, and well, it's a kind of a long story, through a lab and whatnot, but I knew what to do, especially with exercise and the training part and the insulin part of how to re-regulate it all. And I got him actually off his insulin through the form of exercise and more ketosis diet, carbs at night time before bed to help him sleep, and vigor, and quite hard vigorous training, not too full on, but enough to force his pancreas to produce more of the enzyme there. They're called beta cells, and beta cells are what hold and store insulin on ready command for release. And so they're there, they just kind of need a kick up the bum. So this is when people go on these big fasting camps, you know, how they cure so many diseases, because the body's in a state of fasting. It's eating itself, it's eating cells that are damaged. Your body does that. It's got good healthy cells and bad all the time. I mean, we're infested with it. But when you don't put anything in, the body goes to work tremendously at really digging away at it all. It's great. But some people can go on long fasts and some people can't. And there's lots of factors into that huge. There's a couple of guys I know that all do it up New South Wales, Queensland, the tropicals where it's warmer, so the body can handle it better. But I just thought I'd give you just a quick little insight into that. And I've got to get back to work and split all this wood now. So, bon voyage.